Hello guys, so welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on GFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, for able to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, I will start with today's show. Man, today's show is gonna be packed. I'm very happy with the things I see. All right, so now Arsenal going to give us new updates. See, Arsenal they set to hold crucial meeting you get with the Cronkies ahead of January. In fact, that's text that Tom is supposed to be at Arteta. I gotta go put that now. I'll correct it by the time the video don't drop. So Arteta rather set to hold crucial meeting with the Cronkies ahead of January. Now, what did they want to discuss for US? Once this transfer, this international break now today now. Let's say Richard Garlic, Sim Lewis, then Arteta and Aitof. I'll be that one will they replace Edugaspa for now. So they'll go meet with the Kronkes with Arteta, then they go discuss how the January transfer window will be. Because now we don't identify, say, we have a big problem. So now I believe what they want to discuss now, finance, how the Kronkes go use finance the Arsenal project, because it is glaring for everybody face now. So now Arsenal reported it as Arsenal to hold crucial meeting with the Kronkes ahead of January. This Arsenal where they put there is supposed to be Arteta, but maybe because of not be only Arteta. Arteta did there, Richard Garlic, Tim Lewis. Maybe that's why they put on Arsenal. But well, it is what it is. So they say Arsenal expected to hold important club meeting in the US during the international break with Stan Kroenke and Josh Kroenke in attendance. Now, those who will attend this meeting, they say this week, I too will accompany Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta, managing director Richard Garlic, and director Tim Lewis to Los Angeles, where they will meet with the club's owners, the Kroenkes, during the November transfer window. So my prayer now make them come back with something positive. Make the Kroenkes promise them, say, no worry, January, we'll sponsor all our targets, buy all those who won't buy. If those who know they're available, fine, we'll get alternatives. This is what many Arsenal fans want to see. You know what we want here. Now, away from that angle, now we're going to hear from Fabrizio Romano say Real Madrid actually had the chance to sign Ricardo Calafiori from Bologna, but they've considered it very expensive. He said it's the way they do Arsenal. Now, what did they also do Real Madrid? And Real Madrid are suffering for it this season. Arsenal also are suffering for it. When you see a player that you like, that you want to buy, but because of say then carry the price go high, everybody knows say yes, the player price they high, but you can't say oh my, they're too expensive, make a leave am. Now when you look at what is happening to Real Madrid today, Real Madrid are suffering from big injury worries. In fact, they come like say their own wars. What did they do Real Madrid? Now they do Arsenal, now they even do Manchester City today. Okay, look at the match the one where Real Madrid won't play against Liverpool for the Champions League. Fabrizio Romano on the report say Real Madrid could play this back four. Fede Valverde. This is an attacking player, no be defender. Fede Valverde go there for back four. Asensio, an attacking player, no be defender. That one said go there for defense. They can't add them with Rudiger and Mendy, which means maybe Rudiger and Mendy if you play center back, then Valverde and Asensio will play the full back, which is not their natural position. So why is this so? Because they refuse to go and buy Calafiori and other players. Now look at the injuries where Madrid don't suffer this season. Fabrizio Romano was reporting it. See plenty, a lot of anterior cruciate ligaments, ACL, plenty for you. In fact, I think of recent Militao collecting young player, they hold their head, people they cry for the pitch. Say, hey God, so now part of the things where Madrid they suffer this season. So that's no better say they don't go buy any player for January, but now they don't reverse the statements. Say now they are in the market looking for cover to all these players who don't get injury. So now part of the thing where Arsenal they suffer for. You see Arsenal, you see Real Madrid, you see Man City, then go buy well for this January. They go try to strengthen. I see how they go take cover this their injury base. Even Barcelona itself, when they come outside, they say they prefer Rafael Leo over Nico Williams for 2025 as a winger. Nobody say Rafael Leo they talk about yesterday. When I remember, say make Arsenal go AC Milan. Tell them say they won't carry like Rafael Leo. The guy said now another Saka. The guy go die. Now that player where Arsenal will sign, but me are they happy if Baka fit leave Nico Williams, go sign their Rafael Leo. Then the Arsenal will go for the William, because I know say Ateta really appreciate the player. This time around, don't go there and be negotiating. Go there as long as the player self get interest in joining you. Go there, pay the buyout clause, let the player come and join you. We don't have any time to come to negotiate before you know other people go enter the race. So now part of the things say me, and they hope for say it will happen. Now, you know, say yesterday I be the time I talk say I go give a clarity on Bukayo Saka and Declan Rice. Say I know say them confirm them, they invite them. Arsenal confirm they say they go travel, but I don't really know whether they go go. I mentioned it yesterday. Say I go give an update. Now, as they do the show, some people going to post for the comment section. Say, "CHUKS, Fabrizio Romano don't announce them. Say they know they go again." Oh. So I think it's fair for me to just let you know. For those who know, they are aware. Say England they already confirmed. Say 8 players don't withdraw from the national team. So Cole Palmer, Bukayo Saka, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Phil Foden, Levi Colwill, Jack Grealish, Ramsdale, and Declan Rice will not be part of the squad this month, yeah, because of their own injury issues. And England can't call up different players. So as of now, it is safe to say that Ben White and Bukayo Saka did for the Emirates that they rest. Now, another breaking news we can hear from Now Arsenal today, that the fact say Martin Odegaard don't remain for Arsenal. You know, the travel go Norway again. Don't be saying get injury, but this is what I was saying yesterday. They say, write to these people, tell them say, Alpha, when I see the predicament, so we don't want your story. We're giving at this guy last time, and I see what he saw. So when I leave and here, I beg, he never recover finish, never do 100%. I beg. No one I finish because many anything do Odegaard now, Baba will suffer like mad. At least we don't see what happen for the 8 to 9 weeks where he miss already. So are they happy to tell you say Odegaard is not going to be traveling to Norway again, or even if he don't travel, he will come back. He's going to remain in London with Arsenal alongside Bukayo Saka and Declan Rice over the next 2 weeks where this international break go day over. So when that happens, then at least they will use the opportunity, build their match fitness. So are they very happy with this new updates? Now we're going to hear say Arsenal are determined to strengthen a key area with potential 100 million euros transfer. Now, the player that they talk about for this particular report, that West Ham United star Mohamed Kudus, in a deal that could be worth as much as 100 million euros, because we know how this West Ham, the Sabi bargain, get. They talk A and A. Get. So many people don't report say Arsenal are interested in signing Mohamed Kudus. So let's see. We don't say 100 million no be original price. They don't already exaggerate and skyrocket the price. No wala. If the money they may not pay, because you get some kind of players who say it will be fine to add injection of pace and trickery in your team. If not, if you get Kudus, go get Lookman, because some of them they play similar kind of football. So even though we know say PSG now they be the front runners for Kudus, because they say okay, make I find the other slide. They say Kudus has the pace, the skill, the goal threats to give Arsenal a proper alternative to Bukayo Saka. So even if he won't come cheap, he could be worth the investment. So Arsenal notably signed Declan Rice from West Ham, so we got a good relationship with West Ham, and that's what we are saying. It's not every match Saka go play, because sometimes Saka no go get that energy to play. Bring in a Kudus, it will help us. It was saying to bring in somebody to come rival Martinelli, but see where the problem is. When all these players, I remember when Kudus was at, I think it was Ajax or so, when in there for that kind of club, why Arsenal no go they go get him originally? Why did we wait for somebody else to take a risk on him? We can say, okay, the risk don't pay off because we won't go get him. The same thing with Isaac. When Isaac was at risk to say that, why didn't you take a risk? We are monitoring him. We are sending scouts. We are interested in him. But we felt, well, we don't know whether Ingo need acclimatization or need blending like a blender. We say, okay, we can see what he go do, and that person can go carry him. Now, based on person don't carry him, one can go collect the person hand. We can pay like ×2 of the money we supposed to don't use, collect the player ab initio. So that has been, we don't like to take risk because they fear failure. But that's life. If you don't take risk, I want to know whether I go get them, I be no go get them. So that's it, just be well. More just the watch. Now, Sporting Lisbon president, when they confirm, say this Victor Gyökeres way they see, say the guy if he still live, you get. So you're gonna mention some things. Now, they said Gyökeres is once more a sought after commodity after scoring 23 goals and providing 4 assists in just 18 games this season. Well, this guy na go machine. Sporting Lisbon have resigned themselves to the fact that they will lose the striker in the summer, agreeing to let him work for 60 to 70 million rather than the 100 million euros release clause, so then the quotes have been issued before. Now, this agreement is, however, only valid for the summer. You get, clubs will still have to shell out the full 100 million euros to get him in January. Amorim has already confirmed that his new employer, Manchester United, won't go after Gyökeres in January. Because according to what we hear now, say that 60-70 million they say don't reduce the price of Gyökeres. Now at the end of the season, for January, if you still won't get time, if you still go pay the release clause. However, Sporting Lisbon president, they're confident, say the player will stay until the end of the season. Also, in recognize the fact, say there is little they can do if somebody were to trigger the clause. Now, this is why they tell me yesterday, say if somebody comes in and triggers the player's clause and the player wants to go, the club, the owners, they have no say, they don't get power. And furthermore, because it says, speaking at the unveiling of a new head coach, because Sporting don't get new head coach now, Joe Pereira, Sporting Lisbon president Federico Varandas acknowledged regarding the transfer market, I can't promise anything. If a club comes, pays the clause, and the player wants to go, he will. Put emphasis on, and the player wants to go. Maybe the thing why they explained yesterday night, say, if the player say no one go, but nothing, your clause say I go collect your money back, nothing if he do. So the player has to want to leave before it will go well. Fortunately, the president assured Sporting Lisbon fans there is no reason to fear the winter transfer window in January. I don't think Gyökeres will leave in January, he insisted. So you don't see, that's part of the thing why they turn and say, as it be now, Gyökeres will be our first choice. Someone could sign up. You are hearing the club's president tell you, that deal no viable for January. So you can come and pay your clause, but based on loyalty and allegiance, that player will stay there at the end of season to help them win the league. So that thing will live as a hero. You know, would like to spoil the relationship in game with them. If not for Viana, that was the sporting director of Sporting Lisbon, who will know Gyökeres today? When Gyökeres was playing for Coventry City, who know him? If not for Sporting Lisbon, who will be? So that's why he go still humble. He go still enter and tell him, say, Baba, stay with us. After season end, Aji will sell you. You get the gentleman agreement, and he go leave. And as in they need the money because Sporting Lisbon is like a springboard. You go there, from there, you move on to greener pastures. So that's what you just be. So more just to watch. You see this January we'll see what's going to really happen. Even Fabrizio Romano self carry the story. So Sporting Lisbon president Varandas on Gyökeres, I can't promise anything. If the club arrives and pay the release clause and the player wants to go, he will go. But I do not think this will happen in January. So that's the true situation of things for now. You get now. Merino also can reveal Arsenal plan to hunt down Liverpool. Merino talk a lot. Like if I say personally, I don't just think about the title. If I say right now, what would they really look at? Now the next step, about the next training session, the next game. Don't look too much ahead of ourselves because the small steps are the ones that are going to build the long run. So just focus on the next thing. Try to do the best training session. Try to win the game. Put in the best performance if possible. And from there, we will start to build. But then they talked of how he was disappointed. So we don't win the Chelsea game, but praise the squad. Obviously, you have to look at it all. Not only the results, but at the same time, look at where the team is coming from, how the team is playing. And I think today is the day to be very proud of the guys. Merino explained. I think we did an amazing job after a difficult couple of weeks with a lot of injuries, with not the best results. I think the mentality and the character that these guys are showing is just unbelievable. You can see it. Just considering the goal away from home against a team which is normally dominant, you get, and you are the ones who are dictating the tempo, attacking and creating the chances. This is a big sign of what the team is about. I am a positive person, and I hope for the future and the results. See, the Coco be say we are optimistic. So everywhere goes stew, everywhere will go well. Now, this statement where you see on the screen is attributed to Ruben Diaz. But they say, in fact, I want you people to doubt us, doubt Man City. Doubt us that we are not good enough. You get, say this season, say you never finish at J. You get, say obviously there's a lot to happen, and we all know how the Premier League is. That is why we love it so much. We also know this is going to be a very wild season in terms of time to rest and dealing with it and moving forward. It's a long run. We are like a third of the season through, nearly halfway. So yeah, there's a lot to play for. I watched the video. Baba say Arsenal, Man City, they are not out yet. We just start. You get, so many things go happen. And I read one fantastic report this morning, where they said Arsenal have faced the top 6 teams of last season already in their first 11 games. No other team don't face them. The top 6 teams we finish for last season, we don't face them this season. And majority of those facing will face them are away from home. Tough grounds. So there's so much room for optimism. Say things will get better. You get. So that's why I did say at least when the guys don't follow travel, mainly for training. You get me, just make them chill, make them relax. You get. So we'll see within after this international break, we'll see how the next round of fixtures will be. I'm very optimistic that things will go our way. Now, goal.com. Come aside itself, when they put their own analysis, they're going to put out a feature story. They say Arsenal and Manchester United are ready to pounce as Leroy Sané contract talks with Bayern Munich has hit a huge stumbling block before the winger's deal will expire in the summer. Now, we and Man U will wait to see what will really happen for these contract talks where Bayern gets with Leroy Sané. Now, what is the problem? They're going to explain, say, according to Sky Germany, Manchester United and Arsenal are monitoring Leroy Sané's situation closely as Bayern wants to retain the German international, but they want him to take a pay cut. They want to reduce his salary. That's the problem. Now, the report adds that Sané wants to stay at Bundesliga, obviously, but it remains to be seen whether he will accept me the reducing salary because now we see they drag the team down. Now, what is the bigger picture? Sky Sports Germany adds that Bayern also want to retain Joshua Kimmich, Manuel Neuer, but they will also prepare for a possible salary cut with Bayern sporting director Max Eberl aiming to reduce the wages of their current squad in 2025. The report adds that Sané will not leave in the January transfer window, but the longer the negotiations go on, the more likely the ex-Manchester City man will leave on a free transfer next summer. Now, furthermore, the colleague said, did you know that Sané is reportedly on a contract worth 20 million euros, which is about 17 million pounds or $21 million if you like, but the Bavarians want to reduce his salary by up to 4 million. You get? Now, maybe the way that they argue. Say, okay, I no agree, but see the thing now. Since his contract is going to be expiring at the end of the season, if Arsenal go there and say, Alpha, make us sell this player for us for January, then will sell. We never really know. So we'll just watch by January. We'll see what the Arsenal get in store for us. Get now, Declan Rice come and say, when they insist, say it is very important for Arsenal to win a trophy this season. In fact, when I mention this, people they think say maybe they put undue pressure on the team. The players also know this. Like you don't need to tell blind man say what they happen. Say me Jackpa. The players know this. Rice say it is important. It's so important. I say this strongly. Or I say that strongly. This team has been close now in the Premier League for the last 2 years. Last year was the first season back in the Champions League, and we've got the whatever. I say this strongly. In fact, you don't get the message. I don't want to read the long epistle, but at least we've gotten the message. Say this season, the players know this. They need to deliver. Now we know they restrict them to the league because the league no easy like that. But even if that domestic cup, make we shall lift something. Even if that Champions League. We shall lift something. It will go a long way. All this trust the process in giving the fans small hope. So okay, we'll still leave them, make them still try to go. But if you continue, I'm proud of the boys. There will be a revolution. So make them know what they do. Now, away from that, so now Arsenal are eyeing a superstar winger in January to rival Gabriel Martinelli because Sakanai be like saying they carry the club. Martinelli now on and off. You say Arsenal, they list 2 superstar wingers in January, and they are Mbeumo and Kudus. Say Arsenal, they strongly look at one of these 2 people. Say for January, they'll go carry that person. Mbeumo is going to be a cheaper alternative, really. And the guy this season, he just take everybody by storm. He score plenty goals, and the guy get pace, get power, he dribble, he's strong, they play well for Brentford. But mostly, if you ask me, I would have preferred Kudus. But based on how much Kudus will cost. But if you ask me, really, I would have said Kudus. But can Kudus play Martinelli wing? Can say Kudus they play Saka side. But I know see now Martinelli side, and they want strength. So I don't really know whether Kudus is both foots, whether they play left and right. So now if you play the Martinelli wing well, I don't really know. But I think I get the final say because many wingers there for markets. But they try to bring in somebody in January to help us and see how we can achieve our goals for the season. So my dear Arsenal lovers, you're watching the show and enjoying the show thus far, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our content so that it will go far and wide to meet many people we never really see our content, and as you do so, thumbs up to you. So the biggest news of the day, now me first say Arsenal men, Arsenal people, they won't hold crucial meeting with the Kroenkes ahead of January. When they talk about people who hold this meeting, Mikel Arteta did there, Richard Garlick did there, Tim Lewis did there, Aito did there. So they will hold meeting for America this present period where we say international break day. What they don't want to discuss, how the January transfer window will go, who we go buy, how much they're available, will they go collect money for bank? We don't want to say money no day. You get, we don't already get the problem. We need a new winger. You get, we need a new center forward. We need a back. If we don't feel go get somebody where we need, at least get a stopgap pending when the season can end, because we can't continue with Gabriel Jesus and Kai Havertz and Trossard. In fact, doing the same thing all over again and expecting a different result is a sign of madness and craziness. So we expect Arteta to do something different by January. So my dear Arsenal lovers, I think this is a fine place for us to call the show an end. So it's like come your way later in the evening to give you the evening news. So then thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day. All right, guys. Bye-bye.